These are my recently purchased tropical fruit trees. They were purchased from an online nursery. The leaves on some of these trees were slightly wilted and not all that healthy looking. The trees were also a bit smaller than what I had hoped. As you can see, some of these have been in these pots way too long and should have been potted up. These here aren't too bad. This first one here is a yellow Mombin. Doesn't have much branching, but the leaves seem to be okay. This tree is listed as growing in zones 10A through 11. It's listed as a patio tree for zones 4A through 11, which basically means it can grow in a container and be moved indoors or somewhere where it will be protected during the winter months. I'll have to be extra careful not to damage all these roots when I transplant this one. Here's what the fruit off this tree looks like. It's supposed to be a fast-growing tree and a heavy producer. I've never tasted the fruit off this tree, but it's supposed to have a sweet flavor and the fruit can be eaten fresh off the tree. I already have another one of these trees, but it's the red variety. It's already been planted in my backyard. I'll probably put the yellow variety in the ground as soon as it gets acclimated. This next one is a tree originating out of Australia. It's called the Blue Lilly Pilly. It has some good branching. Leaves are in good condition. I ordered 2 of these. This tree is also listed as fast growing. Fruit off this tree is supposed to be sweet in flavor and can be eaten right off the tree. Here's a picture of what the fruit is supposed to look like. The fruit grows in massive clusters. The leaves contain oil dots and are highly aromatic when crushed. Flowering and fruiting do not happen every year, but in some years the tree can be highly prolific. The growing zones for this tree is listed as 10A through 11. The patio growing zones are 4A through 11. Here's the second tree. This one also has good branching and the leaves also look fairly healthy. I bought 2 of these trees because it's an alternate bearing tree, so hopefully between both of these I might have a steady supply of fruit each season. Next one is the Rambai fruit tree. Not much branching on this one. The leaves don't look all that healthy either. Not sure how well this one is going to do. I contacted the nursery and they agreed that the tree did not look too healthy. They believe it might be a transportation shock. They recommended planting the tree and monitoring for 30 days. After that, if the tree is still not doing well, they agreed to either replace or refund at their discretion. Ordering online is usually a risk because you don't exactly know what you're getting, and of course you have to deal with transportation shock. I usually purchase my fruit trees from local nurseries. However, these trees are somewhat rare and difficult to find at a nursery in my area. sometimes you have no choice and have to go with online nurseries. As long as you find an online nursery that cares about customer service, you should be fine. I'll keep an eye on this tree. Hopefully it'll recover, but it's good to know that the nursery I'm working with is willing to resolve the issue to my satisfaction. The fruit off this tree is supposed to be velvety, salmon colored, about an inch round and wrinkly. It's supposed to have a white interior, translucent flesh that is sweet in flavor. It is eaten raw or made into juice. The growth habit varies depending on soil and climate. It's listed as a low-growing tree with a short, thick trunk. The growing zones are listed 10A through 11 and patio zones 4A through 11. All of the trees I'm showing you in this video are listed as tropical trees, and they all have similar growing zones. This last one is the Mao Luang fruit tree. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'll put the name of that tree on the screen. This one looks to be in good shape. It has some large, healthy, good-looking leaves. This is an evergreen native to Indonesia and Malaysia. It's listed as a fast-growing tree. It produces clusters of fruit that turn black when ripe. The flavor is said to be sweet with a pleasant acidity. It can be eaten fresh or used for making juices and jams. This one has a slightly different growing zone. It's listed as 9B through 11 with patio zones 4A through 11. With the exception of the yellow mombin and the Rambai, the rest of the trees won't be going into the ground this year. I'll put them in larger pots and wait until next year to plant. As for the yellow mombin and the Rambai, I'll plant them in the ground as soon as they get acclimated to my area. I'm not exactly sure where all these trees will be planted, but the yellow mombin is going to be planted here next to the red mombin. This one is still dormant. I'm hoping it will come out of dormancy soon. It's still alive. I did the scratch test on it and it's still green, so I'm hoping it'll wake up soon. And the Rambai per nursery will have to be planted as well. I'll be planting that one in this area here. I recently prepped this area, so I'm sure if it does survive, it will do well here. I'll be sure to post a video as soon as I plant these trees. Well, that's it for now. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, please consider subscribing to my channel. I have a large variety of fruit trees growing in my backyard. I'm growing most of them utilizing high density and espalier planting techniques. Utilizing these methods, I've been able to plant a large variety of trees in a relatively small planting area. I've been working on this project for several months, and I've been posting videos on a regular basis. You can search my channel, Zone 10A Backyard Orchard, and see all the planting and ground prep for just about all the trees I have growing in my backyard. I still have plenty of work to do. If you'd like to follow along, please hit the subscribe button. Until next time, stay safe, grow your own, and thank you for watching.